Dave is placing a peep show. Shows you where the placement is on that one. This is the installation of the Composition TC. It's a lot of mucking around. You just got to be patient. It's hard to fit the fiber optics underneath the slot. You just got to work with it a while, but it comes good in the end. These compositions here are very awkward and tough to maneuver into position. Getting the fiber optics in is a bit tricky, and much better if you could use lifts for these compositions. It's aerial. The dance floor is probably a good one to have a few helpers on too. In my hand is the composition aerial, and as you can see, you want to definitely install the other two compositions, the other two large compositions, one of which is the dance floor first before you put aerial down. Aerial fits very snugly, or very close to the previous composition to the left, and you just got to work it into position very slowly. This is the dance floor composition. As you can see, there's some quite a few fiber optics under the kaleidoscope, and that goes on table 5. The installation of the dance floor. This is a composition that goes on the lower level. It's very tricky to fit in. Just take your time, and better to have a lift or more hands on this one too. It's pretty heavy. These shower compositions are a bit tricky to register correctly. It's just a bit awkward in getting them in the right place. This segment, it's under table 5. You can see the fiber optic light box there. Some of the places to plug the lights in. I think Dave's working on the curtains, which shield the light from underneath.
Hi, we're just about ready to reinstall the fiber optics on it, and what we do is this goes into the light box and just a bit of electrical tape to hold it on there, and then the light travels along these cables up to the various parts of the Tiger Club. So all it is those ends from the other side of the fiber optic plug into here, and then we just wrap a little piece of tape. There's no heat or anything. It's just light that goes through the fiber optics. And we've also installed three cords for the light box, the halogen lights that backlight the panels, and the one lone light on the end of the Tiger Club there, just in that one section on table 6. So that's what we're doing. Male into female, and then you just wrap a little bit of masking tape around it, and that's all you got to do. That's TC.
That's where it should go. When you're putting the side panels on, you've got
two types of locators. You got your two pins here at the top, which you own these holes, and then you got the bits of flat that go on the edge of your angle down the bottom here. You have to make sure that they're in and the top pins are in at the same time, otherwise it won't go together.
Table 1.
Each sculpture that has a stainless steel bolt in it, we will be leaving that in that particular sculpture so you know which one's to be bolted down and which one doesn't.
Table 2.
All the sculptures that have the optic fibres, you just have to be very careful as you poke them through the table that you don't crimp them or sort of break them in any way.
Start the panel installation with panel 1, and that's under the composition TC. It's the corner one. And then basically go around counterclockwise, panel after panel. There's a couple that are a bit tricky. Panel 8 and 9, you want to kind of install them at the same time, and panels 11 and 12 at the same time. And there's the arm panel and the eye panel, and those two you want to install the eye first and then the arm. But the rest are kind of installed in order, counterclockwise around the composition, starting at that corner panel under TC. Table 5. Table 6.
Well, that's the Tiger Club. It's taken us about, 3.5 hours, two of us, to put it together again. You could probably add about another half hour and one extra person. That'd be about 3.5 hours. So, it's not an easy install, but once it's installed, it's not going anywhere, and very safe. We've kind of anchored down anything that might walk away, and yeah, it's ready to show. That's what the video is for, is to try to get it a good venue so a lot of people can see it. And yeah, that's about all I have to say. Thanks.